Bloodline's unity was shaken to its core. Jeff Cobb's explosive debut during the United States Championship Fatal 4-Way match helped Jacob Fatu retain his title. But Fatu's reaction was anything but welcoming. With a cryptic warning that he's not family, Fatu cast doubt on Solo Sikoa's decision to bring Cobb into the faction. This subtle yet powerful moment has ignited intense speculation. Is a civil war brewing within the Bloodline? Or could this be the beginning of a new, stronger era? The drama is just getting started. What happened at Backlash 2025? A night of shock and suspense. On May 10, 2025, the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri, was the stage for one of WWE's most electrifying and controversial events of the year. Backlash 2025. The air inside the arena buzzed with anticipation as fans eagerly awaited the high-stakes United States Championship Fatal 4-Way match. But nothing could have prepared the WWE Universe for the seismic shock that would redefine the future of the Bloodline faction forever. As the match unfolded, four colossal competitors battled for supremacy. Jacob Fatu, the reigning United States champion, stood toe-to-toe with three relentless challengers: the cocky and cunning LA Knight, the fierce and resilient Drew McIntyre, and the unpredictable, ruthless Damian Priest. Each brought their unique arsenal and intensity, turning the bout into a brutal showcase of athleticism and raw power. The chaos inside the ring spilled out to the crowd, with Priest and McIntyre violently clashing in a breathtaking moment that saw them both crash through a table via McIntyre's devastating South of Heaven chokeslam, leaving fans gasping. Just as LA Knight appeared poised to deliver his signature finishing move, the BFD, a move known for its destructive power, on Fatu through the announcer's table, the atmosphere shifted dramatically. Jacob Fatu's cryptic warning, "He is not a part of family." The aftermath of Backlash was just as intriguing as the event itself. During the post-match press conference, reporters pressed Jacob Fatu about Jeff Cobb's sudden and game-changing debut. Fatu's response was cautious and layered with meaning. "You've seen the look on my face. There's nothing I can say, even if I wanted to. At the end of the day, we're still just trying to figure everything out." This statement was more than a simple dodge. It was a cryptic warning. Later, Fatu sent shockwaves through social media with a tweet that read, "He is not a part of family." The weight of these words cannot be overstated within the Bloodline. A faction built on loyalty, blood ties, and tribal honor. Fatu's words suggest a fracture forming in the faction's foundation. Was this a pointed challenge to Solo Sikoa's authority? A rejection of Jeff Cobb's inclusion? Or perhaps both? The phrase, "not a part of family," carries immense significance, evoking images of exile, distrust, and the possibility of an internal civil war. The Bloodline's tumultuous evolution, from Roman Reigns to Solo Sikoa. To understand the gravity of the current turmoil, it's essential to revisit the Bloodline's rise. Since 2020, the Bloodline, the Inoue family faction, has been WWE's dominant force. Initially led by the iconic Roman Reigns, known as the Tribal Chief, and backed by his steadfast cousins, the Usos, the faction ruled WWE with ruthless efficiency. Paul Heyman, acting as the wise man, added layers of strategy and manipulation that made the Bloodline nearly unstoppable. Roman Reigns' historic 1,300-plus day reign as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion came to an end at WrestleMania 41, shaking the very foundations of the WWE Universe. His sudden absence thrust Solo Sikoa into leadership, a bold move that changed the faction's dynamics drastically. Solo's leadership has been decisive but controversial. Bringing in Jacob Fatu, a former MLW star and a blood relative, bolstered the faction's strength. Fatu's meteoric rise, culminating in his United States Championship win at WrestleMania 41, brought renewed hope for the Bloodline's continued dominance. But it was the addition of Jeff Cobb, a non-family member and former IWGP Tag Team Champion with no blood ties to the Inoue clan, that ignited tensions. Cobb's debut was a masterstroke in WWE booking, injecting power, unpredictability, and a new edge to the faction. Yet, Fatu's reaction signals this could be a double-edged sword, potentially fracturing the family's unity. Possible storylines: a civil war or a united front. WWE's storytelling thrives on ambiguity, and Fatu's cryptic warning opens the door for multiple intriguing possibilities. 1. Bloodline Civil War. Fatu versus Solo and Cobb. One scenario is a full-blown internal feud. Feeling undermined or sidelined by Solo's decision to bring Cobb in without his consent, Fatu could mount a rebellion. This could lead to a high-stakes WarGames-style showdown at SummerSlam 2025, where loyalties are tested and the very definition of family is questioned. Imagine Fatu rallying allies, perhaps the returning Usos or other Bloodline members, to challenge Solo and Cobb's new order. The narrative would explore the clash between blood loyalty and personal ambition, with dramatic promos, brutal matches, and explosive backstage segments. Second test of loyalty: Cobb earns his place. Alternatively, Fatu's hesitation could be a narrative device to build suspense. The storyline might have Cobb prove himself through a grueling series of matches or trials, reminiscent of how Sami Zayn was integrated into the Bloodline. This path would ultimately unify the faction, strengthening the group for future dominance. This arc would allow fans to witness Cobb's raw power and resilience while providing layered character development. Fatu's gradual acceptance of Cobb as a true brother-in-arms. 3. Cobb as a wild card or betrayer. Jeff Cobb's history as a lone wolf hints at the possibility that his allegiance may not be absolute. Fatu's distrust could be well-founded if Cobb ultimately betrays Solo and the Bloodline, aligning with rival factions or striking out on his own. This storyline could add complexity, turning Cobb into a formidable antagonist and forcing the Bloodline to contend with threats from within. A triple-threat rivalry among Fatu, Solo, and Cobb could emerge, creating a dynamic and unpredictable power struggle. 4th. Roman Reigns' return and the Tribal Chief's judgment. Rumors abound about Roman Reigns' return to WWE in June 2025. His comeback could be the ultimate catalyst in this saga. Fatu's warning tweet may be a plea for Roman's intervention, a call to the Tribal Chief to restore order and settle the leadership dispute. Reigns' return could redefine the Bloodline's future, either reuniting the faction under his ironclad rule or dismantling it to forge a new path. The anticipation of Reigns' decision adds a blockbuster element to the unfolding drama. Fan and wrestler reactions divided and electrified. The WWE universe is ablaze with debate and speculation. Fans are polarized. Some view Fatu's stance as justified and necessary to protect the Bloodline's sacred legacy, while others embrace Cobb as a new and exciting force that will push the faction to new heights. Reddit threads and social media are flooded with theories, from full-scale Civil War predictions to hopeful visions of a united and unstoppable Bloodline. Even wrestlers have weighed in. Legendary The Undertaker, on his 6 Feet Under podcast, remarked, "Family's everything in wrestling, but it gets messy if someone starts drawing lines in the sand. Solo better have a plan if Fatu's pushing back." Jeff Cobb himself has remained measured. He thanked fans on social media by reposting his debut highlights, but has notably avoided commenting on Fatu's cryptic warning. Solo Sikoa's silence has only deepened the mystery, fueling speculation on backstage politics and the creative direction. The future of the Bloodline, a saga in the making. The Bloodline's trajectory now hinges entirely on Jacob Fatu's next move. Will he escalate tensions into open conflict with Solo and Cobb? Or will he soften his stance, paving the way for a revitalized and stronger faction? The possibilities are vast, and WWE storytelling is poised to capitalize on every twist. If a faction split occurs, expect epic battles that test family bonds, pride, and power. A storyline primed to dominate WWE programming through SummerSlam 2025 and beyond. Conversely, if Fatu embraces Cobb, the Bloodline could enter a new golden era, poised to challenge top stars such as Cody Rhodes or John Cena on SmackDown. The whispered return of Roman Reigns looms large, promising to inject another layer of intensity and unpredictability into this saga. Final thoughts. The Bloodline's new chapter has begun. Solo Sikoa's gamble to bring Jeff Cobb into the Bloodline has sparked a dramatic turning point. Jacob Fatu's warning, "He is not a part of family," is a masterstroke in WWE storytelling, keeping fans on the edge of their seats, eager to see how this powerful saga unfolds. Will this lead to a dramatic civil war, a test of loyalty, or a new era of domination? One thing is certain, the Bloodline's story is far from over. The WWE Universe is hooked, ready to witness every shocking twist and emotional turn. Stay tuned as this electrifying saga continues to evolve, because the future of the Bloodline promises to be unforgettable.